Hi, I'm Andrew Overman of Chiltern's Estate Agents. We have a small three-office independent network here in Norfolk and Suffolk, and we are Sunday Times Awards winners for the last 2 years. Chiltern's social media exploits began about 5 years ago. It's fair to say we were met with a fair bit of resistance from not only the directors but the industry. I prefer to view their approach as slightly archaic and dinosaur, but it was very much if you put your head above the parapet you're going to get shot. My defence to that is that we are already putting our heads above the parapet and we are already being shot, although we don't yet know about it because we've not got a social platform with which to engage with people. The use of social networks on a daily basis has become a whole lot easier since Propertyflock's been around, I have to say. I can now sit there in the morning whilst having my Weetabix, schedule the day's posts, and it means that essentially when I'm out and about during the day I've just got to jump on to conversations, engage and respond to posts as opposed to find interesting content to post myself. It's far less time consuming with Propertyflock and it's far more rewarding. Propertyflock has affected my following in a very positive way. We are gaining on average 50 to 60 new followers a week, but of course the difference between using Propertyflock and buying them is that buying followers, they're not associated with the industry, they're not genuine followers, they're never going to engage with you. The levels of communication and engagement are going to fall through the floor because you've purchased them for $6.99 from somewhere in the Philippines, whereas Propertyflock is concentrating my posts to industry-specific people, and the posts and the content that are being engaged with are people that want to actually engage with me. So my following is growing organically without being paid for, with people that actually want to engage and hear what I've got to say. So it's the perfect marriage, us and Propertyflock. I think a lot of directors within in a business, or a lot of business owners, will naturally be sceptical in the same way that my directors were 5 years ago with letting Andrew Overman loose with social media. Doing so with the staff is going to jeopardise the business. And what I would say to those people is that personality is social and vice versa, social is personality. Those people will be naturally attracted to use your business if they believe that your staff have the personality or the kind of personality that people want to engage with. One thing I would add that's vitally important is, of course, when I began the social journey with Chiltern's 5 years ago, I was in my early 30s, I was fashionable still, roughly, and now I'm a father of two. And you know, my target audience is growing and the age range is very specific to myself, my interests, my brand, my personality. And I think one thing that's very, very important is that we encourage our members of staff, our younger members of staff particularly, to embrace social, use it wisely, because ultimately your brand will then be in front of the younger audience. And let's not forget that today's sellers in 3 or 4 years' time will be buyers and sellers again, but more importantly, the first-time buyers coming through, those people that, as I'm going slightly greyer and getting slightly older, I'm losing touch with, those are the people that the younger members of our Chiltern's team are going to be able to engage with, and it's vitally important that we don't miss that opportunity and that connection.